Alright, today I'm here to tell you great artists do not borrow, they steal. Today we're going to explain exactly what I mean by that statement and how you as a rapper or an artist can be using this to benefit your career. Especially if you're a rapper, because rap was based off of stealing. We literally took bits and pieces from records, anything we could find, and made a whole new genre. So stealing is essentially in our DNA. So now that we know that stealing is in our DNA, I just want you to do it the correct way. So today I'm going to break that down and explain what I think the correct way is. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I'm a creative, I don't steal, that's totally fine, justified. The point is not to actually steal, it is to take inspiration. And what I mean by that, I'm actually going to show you guys. They do this a lot in fashion. One of the things that they do is silhouettes. So you can take a Bape shoe, for instance, and you can see that it looks exactly like a Nike Air Force One. Okay. And look at this. First page. Look at that. Great artists don't borrow, they steal. There's a lot of ways that you can find and take inspiration and kind of work them into what you're doing. I would say that you go to Instagram, like I'm doing right now. Just start scrolling through. What the hell? My ad. Boom. Inspiration. Go through and, find some images, some things. Here, sponsored ad. You might want to do something that's similar to this. Great feature in Instagram is that you can save things that you like, and then once you save them, go through. Boom. That might be another one that you want to copy. These waves ads, this might be something that you want to copy. Find a bunch of things that inspire you, that fit with what you do. Go to your profile, click on saved, and find some artwork that works with what you're doing. I found this was a sponsored ad the other day. I thought it moved pretty good without me even clicking to hit the sound. It kind of caught my attention. So maybe what we'll do today is we will copy this. We're going to steal this. Not copy, we're going to steal this. There's this program that I like to use, so you can just copy this link. It is called Regrammer. I'm just going to email it to myself, and then we'll edit it inside the computer. The quickest way that you can kind of break down what somebody else has done is simply by kind of decoding it. So we downloaded the we downloaded the album art here. If you get a membership for Adobe Premiere Pro, I believe it's, let me just check. Boom. So you can get Creative Cloud, if you just want the one single app. If you want all apps for $50 a month. Also, if you're a student, which I'm imagining most of you might be, that's half off. So you can get for $25 all of these programs, super easy to use. I'll put the link to Adobe Premiere Pro below. Yeah, so once you drag and drop this this video into your timeline, it's instantly going to upload your timeline. It's going to show you, it's going to make it the exact same format as the video. And now you can literally go frame by frame and just see what's happening here. So once you really break it down, all they ended up doing is kind of shrinking the album artwork, putting red there, and making the little animation on the side of the image. So it's really not a lot going on. What I would suggest that you do is use this as a template to create your own. If you know this is how you want your art to be moving and stuff while your audio is playing, use this as the template. And what I mean by that, I'm just going to grab an album cover offline. So today we're going to be using the Quavo album cover. So once you have your album cover done, this is so easy to do. Literally drag it in and put it on top of the video and just kind of copy what they're doing. And an easy way to do this is if you just turn down your opacity to, let's say, 50%. Cap locks. There we go. 50%. You can kind of see both videos happening. And so this way you can kind of follow the template underneath with your artwork. So for instance, if this was the Quavo album, we know the first time you see her album, boom, is right there. I can just shrink this down So now my album is literally the same size as hers. And I just trim off this front. Boom, it shrinks there. Right there. I can take this image. If I hit Control K, it actually splits the image. Now I have 2 files here. And now with this second file, it was at 72. I'm going to shrink it even farther. Let it play again. Disappears there for a second. Again, Control K to split it. We're back here. So we're just going to get rid of it by just dragging it. Boom. And now, if we go and mute this, I'm just going to go over here. Turn these all back so the opacity is 100. Let's watch this really quickly. Easily could have the music under there. It's doing the same thing. All we need is a little bit of artwork happening around the sides. You know, we could easily put in text. The great thing about Adobe Premiere Pro is that they actually come with a bunch of templates. They're super easy to use. You know, if you've never used a program like this, do not think that it's overwhelming or scary, because there's this panel called Essential Graphics, and you literally can drag and drop like titles, for instance. We'll just grab this just as a basic one. I'll throw it here. Boom, it loads up. I don't have that text, whatever. I just hit OK. Go in and type, you know, my album, and it gives you all the simple controls here. You can pick the exact font that you usually use on your album artwork. You can also make it bigger, make it smaller, change the color. You can do anything that you need to do to you know, manipulate this and make it look the way you want. So let's just say, boom, we're gonna make it big like that. Alt and hit C, and it just makes a copy of it. What we could do then is the same thing we kind of did with the pictures. You know, drag it over, and we could, I don't know, manipulate this. Let's go make it bold. Let's make it even bigger. All right, so I quickly just, you know, put my album out now, had it flashing on top. I'm going to hit export. We'll take a look at this. But yeah, within, what has it been now? 5-6 minutes, we've kind of used that template to create something that we know is eye-catching, we know that works, and it looks absolutely nothing like the album artwork that it was inspired by. All right, so there you go. Within like 10 minutes, we were able to find a piece of art. We stole that art, we used it as inspiration, we used it as a template, and boom, we now have the album artwork, the moving artwork that we can run a Facebook ad to, which in a couple days I'm going to actually show you how to run some Facebook ads as a rapper, as an artist, because I'm seeing a lot of people talk about the theory of running ads, but not tactical, like actually getting in there, showing you how to create the audience, you know, what buttons you need to click, what buttons you do not need to click. So you just got to dive deep, you got to test, you got to try it out, you got to find inspiration. Like, got to remember, like, this is, actually, where's the book? Ryan Holiday's Perennial Seller. In that book, he talks a lot about creating a classic, and you got to remember that Pocahontas, the newer version of that is Avatar, and there's other versions to come. You know, these great stories about love, disaster, whatever it is, you know, use those as inspiration. And I would also say you can do that song-wise. Don't think you have to rewrite a love song or a trap song or whatever it is. Like, take some time, listen to some of the greats, listen to the things that they did, the things that they talked about, and really build on them, because they've already created such a solid foundation, you know, a solid foundation in how to create such good music. And if you can take a little bit of that, add your own sauce, your own swag to it, it's going to be 100% original, but it's going to be something that the listener, person like myself, is so easily able to connect to. It sounds so familiar. It sounds like something that I heard before, but it's not something that I heard before because you put a twist on it and you made it you. So get out there, find some inspiration, hit me up, let me know what other tutorials, what other breakdowns, whatever thoughts, books, whatever it is. You let me know, I'm going to help you. Hey, if you stuck around this far, why not grab some free beats? Hit the link in the description below and I'll send you 5 of my best-selling beats directly to your email for free. Plus, if you join that mailing list, I'm going to be sharing with you a bunch of information that'll be helpful in your career, because that's what best friends are for.